Second game of the morning about ready to get underway here from Onega between the 4-3 Frankfort boys and the 3-5 Blue Valley boys. Frankfort comes in 2-2 in league action, while Blue Valley, the Rams, come in 1-3. Frankfort scoring 43 points per game, while Blue Valley scoring 54 in a high-powered matchup. Starting lineups first for Blue Valley. They will go number 0, Dakota Cross, a 6'3 senior. Number 5, Braden Brockman, a 6'1 junior. Number 11, Trey Sump, a 6'1 junior. Number 15, Landon Sump, 6'1 junior. Number 23, Landon Schreiber, a 5'10 senior. As for Frankfort, they will go number 4, Wes Anderson, a 5'11 sophomore. Number 10, Ty Smith, 6' junior. Number 23, Lane Loizo, a 6'3 junior. Number 33, Carter Olson, a 6'1 junior. And number 34, Fred Rosequist, a 6'1 sophomore. Frankfort will go Anderson, Smith, Loizo, Olson, and Rosequist. First possession will go to Blue Valley inside. Nice little turnaround shot's going to be off the rim. Defensive rebound pulled down by Anderson, and Landon Schreiber misses his first shot of the afternoon. Of course, these two teams matched up already in what was a high-powered matchup. 49-38 was the final score on that one. They met right before Christmas break back on December 18th. Blue Valley ended up winning that one, but of course, historically, Frankfort has had Blue Valley's number. They are 12-5 over Blue Valley over the last 10 years, and of course, last year, Blue Valley got 2 wins over this Frankfort Wildcats team that only went 3-18. 2 missed shots from Frankfort early on. Wes Anderson, there's a big block, though, from Lane Loizo, getting back and using that athleticism, blocking Trey Sump right at the bottom of the rim, but it will stay Blue Valley balls here early on. No score, first quarter action just getting underway. Blue Valley will be the home team as they are the 8th seed here in this TVL tournament. They'll be in their home whites, Blue Valley, and the blue numbers across the chest with some red and blue stripes down the side. Meanwhile, Frankfort, your away team here in the first contest. They will be in their red uniforms, gray Frankfort across the chest with gray numbers on the front and back, and a gray power cat down on the short side. 2-3 defense for Frankfort here early on. First possession, second possession will go into Dakota Cross. He's going to get blocked twice at the rim as a 6'3 senior. Can't get anything going against the athletic Lane Loizo. At the other end, Carter Olson tries to go in, but the turnover Olson as it goes off the hip of Trey Sump. Back the other way goes Blue Valley. Quickly the other way, Brandon Brockman, top of the key, swings it around. 3-ball straight up from Schreiber. That's going to be no good. Defensive rebound pulled down by Lane Loizo. Back and forth action will go here in our second contest of the morning between Frankfort and Blue Valley. Wes Anderson's going to fire up his second 3 of the day. That's going to be long off the rim. Defensive rebound pulled down Brockman. Scoreless here still, first quarter as we roll on through this TVL tournament. Max Blasky with you this morning. Find our broadcast here on KNDY FM 95.5 at KNDYradio.com and in the KNDY FM mobile app. Anderson's going to run a one-on-2 break, and nice pass there for Ty Smith. He's going to get the scoring started, but at the other end, Frankfort doesn't get back. Sump misses a bunny, offensive rebound cross, and a jump ball will be the call. Trey Sump had a wide open, too, as he got behind the defense of Frankfort. Couldn't make it from about 2 feet away. And Frankfort escapes an easy 2 points on this one. 2-0 is our score. Frankfort does lead it here. First quarter action, first game for either of these teams as the TVL tournament gets underway. 2 is up and down, but a foul will be called on that one. Foul will go against Carter Olson, his first personal. He found the mark there on that second bucket for Frankfort, too, as well as the Wildcats are off to a 4-0 start here, first quarter action. 3 thought out near side by Schreiber, already 0 for 2, taken away by Loizo. Loizo's going to run out, one-on-one opportunity up against Summon, blocked at the rim. That was actually Braden Brockman. Good defensive possession there to send Carter Olson back to the free throw line. Thought it looked pretty clean, but a foul will be the call here meet at the rim. Personal foul will go against Brockman, his first personal. First free throw of the day is up and down for Carter Olson. Substitution now. Hayes Hall, first one off the bench for Blue Valley. The 6'1 sophomore will check Trey Sump, the 6'1 junior. Olson misses his second free throw. Pair of twins on this Blue Valley teams too as well, so if we get confused, Trace and Landon Sump, those 6'1" juniors out there. Trace is on the bench right now. Number 11-15 is out there for Blue Valley, so we'll try and keep them straight here early on. Inside, Brockman will get an opportunity at the rim, but good Frankfort defense, physical Frankfort defense here early on, forces Blue Valley into a one and done. There's a cutting Loizo, left corner, Anderson. Anderson tries to get it top Rosecliff as they bring it around the horn. Back in the hands of Ty Smith, already with one bucket here early on. Frankfort leading 5-0, 4:30 left to play, first quarter action. Ty Smith with it right side, tries to find Anderson inside at the elbow, throws it away, and now we have a run out. Brockman, a 2-on-2, nice pass to Sump there, up and down. Landon Sump, his first bucket, beautifully ran. Full court run out by Blue Valley. Quickly the other way though, Ty Smith, opportunity at the rim, up and one! Ty Smith, bucket and the harm. Basket is good. Foul will go on Landon Shriver. The senior picks up his first personal. Second substitution now for Blue Valley as Reed Shriver will check Landon Sump. So going a little shorter here, Reed Shriver checks in at 5'6". Sump will go out at 6'1". Free throw up for Smith. That one's pure as silk for Ty Smith here early on, already with 5 points to his name. Frankfort will press. So will Blue Valley. Both of these teams are going to look to get out and run. They're going to play about 8, 9 guys. Frankfort might go even 10, and here's the steal. Lane Loizo, run out all alone, throws it down! Lane Loizo with a powerful right-handed flush, and Frankfort is up 10-2 as this Frankfort crowd is into it. Time out Blue Valley to stop the bleeding. We'll take it with them. Frankfort leading 10-2.
As a producer, you wear a lot of hats, from livestock expert to machinery and crop expert. For ag lending expertise, you can count on us. We'll help with the loans you need for livestock, seed, and equipment. So when it comes to ag, talk to us. Like you, our field is agriculture. Citizens State Bank, Marysville, Waterville, and Hanover. Member FDIC.
We're just making a living, making things grow.
Fireworks early here in this first boys contest from Onega. Lane Loizo, a powerful right-handed flush here moments ago as the Frankfort Wildcats are out to a 10-2 lead in this one. These two teams mentioned before in the opening have already met. Blue Valley was victorious in that one, trying to launch the action. Wes Anderson got trapped in the deep corner by Dakota Cross and the before-mentioned Reed Shriver. A foul will be called by that far judge. Who's it going to go on? Krause, the 6'3" senior, picks up his first personal. I mentioned that these two teams met earlier. Blue Valley won 49-38, but this Frankfort team has grown a lot here early on. 3-on-2 break. Frankfort will get it to Rosecliff, right block, works his way inside. Hack, no foul. Blue Valley will go the other way. Bringing it up the court will be Hayes Hall, 6'1" sophomore off the bench for Blue Valley. Krause will get the shot from the short corner. He's going to be no good. Anderson will push. Side support back out. Left side, Ty Smith. Frankfort will work left to right here as we see it. Left block, Fred Rosecliff inside and one. Fred Rosecliff with his first bucket here of this morning's game. And Frankfort is feasting inside on this Blue Valley's team. Substitution again for the Rams. Cross will come out. He picks up his second personal foul. Taylor Clark, the 6'2" junior, will now come in. Back into the lineup to Trey Sump will check Landon Shriver. Rosecliff at the line for one opportunity. Coach Adam Schreiner wants a substitution too. Porter Colvin will check Ty Smith. Already with 5 points for Smith here in this early going. Free throw up and down for Rosecliff. He converts the old-fashioned three-point play, and Frankfort up 11. First quarter action over Blue Valley. Full court pressure again by the Wildcats. Blue Valley breaks it. Near steal attempt by Olsen. Blue Valley will keep possession of it. Around the horn it goes, into the hands of Brockman. Brockman thought about a three now. Near side here, Shriver. Shriver will fire up a three. That one's down for Reed Shriver, the 5'6" sophomore off the bench. Not afraid to let that puppy fly in the hand, or in the eye of Fred Rosecliff on a good closeout by Frankfort, but just better shooting from Shriver. Colvin, left side, has a lane, kicks it back out. Rosecliff's top the key, now into the hands of Olsen. Olsen's going to fire at the three. That one's going to be banked in from this near side. Looked at it straight on. I didn't think that one had a prayer to be answered, but Carter will sink that one down for another 3-ball for Frankfort. Schreiber, another three back-to-back. That one's no good. Offensive rebound pulled down, though, by Trey Sump, far side. Top of the key. Brockman will fire away a three, and he will can a three. Back-to-back triples now for Blue Valley in this one, as this offense starts to get rolling a little bit for the Rams. 16-8 the score. Frankfort leading in this one. First quarter action, 1:42 left to play. Max Blasky with you. Anderson answers back a three. Wes Anderson fires away from the right wing and cans it from deep. Three-point opportunity now still by Olsen. Olsen's got a run out from behind. It's going to be knocked away, but taken away by Colvin. Colvin into Anderson, but he's going to turn it over top. The key has just got those happy feet moving a little bit. Ty Smith will check it back into the game. He's going to check Carter Olsen first off the bench now, too, for Frankfort. Ole Martin Survey, the 6'1 senior, will check in, along with Trent Harden, the 6'1 junior. They will check Lane Loiseau and Fred Rosecliff. Got good minutes here from the starting five. Did head coach Adam Schreiner. We're going to go with the youth bench players here for the last 1:20 of this first quarter. Frankfort will stay in their 2-3 zone. Schreiber's going to fire away a three. That's going to be off the rim. No good as Reed Schreiber, off the bench, firing it from deep here. Now 1 for 3 is the sophomore. Second matchup here of the morning. In our first game, Axtell Girls able to defeat Washington County Girls 44-22. They will move on to face number 1 seeded Clifton Clyde Lady Eagles fall at 6:15. Meanwhile, our first boys contest here this morning will be our last contest of the morning before we come back at 3:30 for the Lynn Bulldogs and the Valley Heights Mustangs in the boys contest in their first round action. Of course, first round action now on a Monday instead of Saturday due to weather. And if you happen to be out there traveling, driving around, just stay safe, be smart too as well. A foul up top will be committed on Trey Sump, so the junior picks up his first personal, but that's already 5 team fouls now for Blue Valley, and Frankfort will shoot the rest of this 52 seconds. Smith's going to get that one to roll down. About the only bad, not even a bad play, just unfortunate roll there for Ty Smith in this one, already with 5 points to his name. Second one is up and down. 6 points now for the junior in this first quarter. Quickly the other way, Landon Schreiber, left corner. Frankfort closes out nicely, though, to the shooter. Blue Valley will go 5 out now around their one big man inside. That will be Trevor Clark, and a turnover taken away by Smith. Smith's got a run out, tries to force the body up. No good. A lot of contact, but we're going to go the other way. Blue Valley up and running. Landon Schreiber, right corner, has trouble with the hot pass. Thought about the three. Now up top it goes to Clark. Round the horn, 26 seconds left. Trying to get inside the lane. Landon Sump kicks it out. Schreiber, three right side. That one's going to be short. Airballed and out of bounds off of Blue Valley. So Reed Schreiber off the bench came up to sink his first free throw and has fired away 3 more since then. Substitution as Sump will now come into the game. Schreiber will take a seat. Les Anderson now into the game as Porter Colvin will take a seat. Good minutes there from the sophomore from Frankfort. 19 seconds left to play here. 20-8 is our score. Ty Smith will bring it across the timeline for the Wildcats, working left to right here. Last second shot of this quarter. Frankfort gets in there, set. Ty Smith attacks right side. Looks Anderson top of the key. 3-ball on the way. Off the front of the rim, no good. Offensive rebound fought for, but it will go over to Blue Valley. Good play set up there by head coach Adam Schreiner. Got Wes Anderson himself a nice wide open three. Top of the key. Already hit one of those in this quarter. Wasn't able to get that one. 3/4 court shot up and no good. Frankfort leads this one going into second quarter action, 20-8.
Cottage Hill Ag Supply makes precision planting work for you. Put their experience and exceptional customer service to work when planning for the next planting season. Check their test plot results with quality seed lines including AgriGold and NC+. Set up assistance with your planner and adjustments as needed help you be more efficient. As a fellow farmer, Darren Jacobson can share his experience if you're new to precision planting. Count on top quality products with expert service and a commitment to go above and beyond for their customers. Go online to cottagehillagsupply.com.
The Dragiston Insurance Agency proudly represents Buckeye Insurance Group, founded over 130 years ago. With all that experience, you can expect nothing less than superior insurance and service. They use a common sense approach to write policies that are customized to meet specific insurance needs. The Dragiston Agency offers top-notch service, expertise, and knowledge. Call 785-325-2263 or stop by the office in Washington. The Dragiston Agency and Buckeye Insurance Group. Together, they're insuring the heartland.
At the end of one quarter, Frankfort boys lead Blue Valley 20-8. It was a very impressive quarter there for that Frankfort offense. They got out and ran, hit a few threes. Carter Olson and Ty Smith both with 6 points. Fred Rosequist 3, including a big one-handed flush on the turnover. 3 points, 2 for Wes Anderson and a 2 for Lane Loizo. All starters scored there for Frankfort in that first quarter. That's for Blue Valley. Reed Schreiber hit a 3 off the bench. Brock Bergman also hit himself a 3. And Landon Sump got himself a deuce as well. But this Frankfort offense has been on fire here early on in the first game of the TVL tournament for this team. Looking to continue it going here on the offensive side. 5 out will be the play call. Wes Anderson will work at right corner, going against Landon Sump, already with 2 personal fouls. Excuse me, that's going to be Trace with 2 personal fouls. Top of the key, Frankfort's going to have to reset it back to the hands of point guard Anderson. Anderson swings the left side. Olson will work the screen and roll. Rosequist won't take the screen, gets into the middle of the floor. Now out top to Loizo. Little dribble handoff with Anderson as he tries to get into the lane. Gets right there, up and down for a 2-point bucket. Lane Loizo just standing all alone on the right side of that block. Anderson found him after Stump fell down, and Frankfort up big here early on. Turnover again, Blue Valley, as that ball gets thrown right out of bounds. Back now to Frankfort. Good crowd here, too, today from Frankfort. The trip over to Onega, not near as bad as the drive, I guess, from Marysville, but a good crowd. Of course, the girls got themselves a first-round bye. They will face off against Hanover tomorrow at 3:15. We'll have that contest in a state-ranked matchup in the second round of the TVL tournament between Frankfort and Hanover, a game that got played a couple weeks ago, one in which Frankfort stopped Hanover's winning streak in the TVL. Of course, Hanover girls went undefeated last year, lost early on this year to Little River. The first TVL loss in over a year for the Wildcats as both of those teams look to make a run at a state title. Here the pass is going to be thrown off the bottom of the backboard. Trevor Clark gets it off for Blue Valley. Inside, Loizo will put that shoulder down, up and down for Lane Loizo. Back-to-back buckets now for the junior as Frankfort looks to be in complete control of this one here in the second quarter. 24-8. Stump right side, thought about a 3, but will send it inside now to his low post player. That's going to be Trevor Clark with the turnaround. First bucket of the second quarter comes after nearly 3 minutes of scoreless ball for Blue Valley. Finally hitting double digits, too, with a 14-point advantage for Frankfort, 24-10. Olson will attack off the screen from Rosequist. Olson up and down, and Blue Valley wants a timeout. Controlling this one here in the second quarter, leading the Blue Valley Rams 26-10. We'll take a timeout. Back after word from our sponsors.
You've reached Billy Bob's Propane. Nobody can take your call now, but somebody will get back to you sometime.
Yeah, this is Frank Jones, and I'm switching propane companies. Why? Wanklin Oil has more to offer, and to be honest, better prices. They also gave me options that fit my budget, and in case you don't remember, I called last week because I was nearly out of propane. You never called me back. I'm now out of propane.
Switching propane dealers is no big deal. Call Wanklin Oil at 1-800-794-2019. Wanklin Oil, we've had the energy since 1926.
Ever feel like your insurance company doesn't know you?
Insurance Corporation will issue generic plans where agricultural activities occur.
Only a human can visit your farm or ranch to know what you need. Find out why Farm Bureau Financial Services is the #1 ag insurer. It's your future. Let's protect it. Talk to an agent today or visit fbfs.com/protect. #1 ag insurer across our 8-state territory. 2019 SNL PNC Group Direct Written Premium.
Call on Farm Bureau Insurance Agent Bryce Leonard in Washington today.
16-point advantage for Frankfort coming out of that timeout. 26-10 is our score with 5 minutes left to go here before half, and what has been a dominating effort defensively for Frankfort in this one. Krause inside shot, no good. Defensive rebound pulled down by Lane Loiseau. Good job defensively. Dakota Krause, the 6'3 senior, leads this Blue Valley team up to nothing here in this one. Stump gets a wide open layup, and he's going to be fouled. Opportunity now from the line for the junior Trace Stump. Score update for you over in our other gym. Troy leads Onega 15-2 at the end of one quarter. So the Onega Buffaloes fell earlier in this one to Hanover on the girls' game. Boys not looking to do so good, so host team not looking so hot here in 20-24. Substitution, Carter Olson will come out, take a seat on the bench. Porter Colvin sub in now for Frankfort. Second free throw up and down for Trey Stump. That's going to be his first bucket points of this early afternoon's contest. Max Blasky along with you here on KNDY 95.5. Of course, online at KNDYradio.com. And wherever you take us with you in the KNDY FM mobile app, you can listen to broadcasts from this tournament all weekend long. We'll have one more game up here this afternoon coming up at 3:15. The Valley Heights boys and the Lynn boys will tangle in their first-round matchup. We're going to start our broadcast tomorrow with that before-mentioned Frankfort-Hanover game at 3:15. 15-point advantage for Frankfort in this one. Already well on pace to break what they scored against Blue Valley in the first game. That was a 49-38 victory for the Rams. Here in this one, Frankfort up 26-11. Wes Anderson looking to extend that one out. He can't hit the three. Fred Rosequist tracks down the offensive rebound that slips out of bounds. Turnover back to the Rams. So this Frankfort boys team averaging 43 points a game, allowing just under 40 a game too as well. They already have some nice wins on the season, including at Doniphan West, who's a solid team this year, as well as versus Valley Heights. Handled the Mustangs in the first TVL matchup for either of these teams back on December 12th. 43-27 was that final score. But Frankfort much improved off of last year. Krause going to get a little running shot up. No good. Offensive rebound pulled down, though, by Hayes Hall of Blue Valley. Around the horn it goes. Tipped away. Top the key by Colvin. Colvin's going to keep defensive pressure on Brockman. Good defense from the sophomore off the bench here in this one. Frankfort still in their 2-3 zone. Blue Valley will go 3 out, 2 in. Then we're going to go 5 hours. We reset it with 4 minutes left to play here before halftime. Frankfort has led from the get-go. They were up 20-8 at the end of the first quarter. Lead here 26-11 with 4 minutes left to go before halftime. Turnover Blue Valley again as this offense has just looked stagnant here in this TVL tournament. Of course, a long trip for these Rams to make up here north to Onega. But Frankfort, a much improved defensive team than they were last year under first-year head coach Adam Schreiner. Talked to them on our Coach's Corner program that comes out every Thursday at 5:20 after local sports as Wes Anderson knocks down his second three of the night. He talked about needing this team to be a little more defensive-minded and have some more defensive intensity in order to be successful this year. Landon Stump gets himself a 2 of his own. Second bucket now for the junior on the offensive end for Blue Valley. Inside, Ty Smith's going to take a tumble. Tries to split a defender. 15 will get the foul call. That's going to go on Landon Stump, his first personal. First team foul here for Blue Valley in this second quarter. Ty Smith, one dribble, shot up. It's going to be off the right of the rim. No good. Smith had himself a nice first quarter, though, there. 6 points, 2 for 3 from the line, 2 for 2 from the floor. Can't hit the first free throw. We're going to have a substitution now. Fred Rosequist out of the contest. Olay Martin Survey, the 6'1 senior, will check now into the game. Smith 1 for 2 from the line. Frankfort here early on, about 50% from that free throw strike, but it's been their run out. There's going to be another steal taken away by Colvin. Porter with a nice defensive possession will take it away from Blue Valley. Frankfort now on the move. Top the key, Olay Martin Survey. Swings it over Porter Colvin. 3-ball thought. That one was partially tipped. He's going to miss that one badly, and Blue Valley comes back now the other way. Inside, a lot of bodies go flying. I think the foul's going to go against Lane Loiseau. It will go against Loiseau, picking up his first personal foul. It will send the fellow 24 to the lane. 23, Landon Schreiber, the 5'10 senior. First free throw up and down. First bucket, too, as well for Schreiber here in this one. Second free throw, one dribble, right-handed shot. It's going to be short off the rim. Wes Anderson comes in and gets that defensive rebound from the guard possession. Anderson tries to push the pace and turns it over to defensive Dakota Krause. The big 6'3 junior going against the 5'11 sophomore, kept his feet moving, forced the turnover. Now Blue Valley will have the ball back. Chance to cut into this Frankfort lead 30-14 here. Frankfort started off hot. 20-8 was our score at the end of one. A little slower early on. Krause inside. Good pass from Braden Brockman. Found Dakota Krause wide open down on that right side of the lane. Brockman just weaseled his way in there, kept bringing bodies towards him. Found Krause eventually for the two. Around the horn it goes. Porter Colvin left side. Swings it out top the key to Survey. Downstream now. Anderson right side. Gets the screen from Survey. Works a little pick and roll. Olay inside. Travel will be that call. Coach Adam Schreiner saying one dribble and then you get an opportunity to score. Did have a shot there from about 3 feet away, but the turnover will be the call. Blue Valley's going to dribble it right into the dead center of the court. Finds a cutting Landon Schreiber up and down for 2 free throws. I thought that was disastrous from the beginning. Blue Valley crossed the center court line, stumped right on the other end. Frankfort trapped with Tal Schreiber cutting to the rim, and now at the line for 2 free throws will be the senior. Foul will go on Olay Martin Survey as the 6'1 senior picks up his first personal. Landon Schreiber just 1 for 2 from the line moments ago, misses the front end. Ty Smith, Survey out. Trent Harden back into the contest, along with Carter Olson. Second free throw down for Landon Schreiber as he splits the pair just as he did moments ago. 2 points now for the senior in this one. Just rolled under 2 minutes left to play here before halftime in our first boys contest between Frankfort and Blue Valley from the TVL tournament. Coming up later on this afternoon for you, Valley Heights and Lynn. Wes Anderson's going to fire a deep three from about 25 feet away, gets his offensive rebound. Now Colvin will fire up a three from the right wing. That will be no good, and Frankfort goes empty on that possession. On the other end, taken away down low by, I believe that was Lane Lewizo. It was steals it away, gets it off to Olson. He's going to push tempo now. Rosecliff left block, inside, swings it out. Colvin, right wing, top of the key now, Lewizo. Trying to get it over left side to Anderson as he does. His point guard sets it up for the Wildcats. Right side, Colvin will work a screen now with Rosecliff and Olson. Olson gets into the lane, tries to find Rosecliff, sneaks it over, finally saved underneath the basket. Heck of a save. Carter Olson up and down for a 2-point bucket. And head coach Adam Schreiner wants a timeout. We'll take it with him. Frankfort leading 32-17.
Everyone's wanting to reduce, reuse, and recycle. How about reducing the amount of money leaving your bank account every month? With income-based living and reduced cable bill cost for everyone, Waterville Housing Authority is your housing partner. Enjoy maintenance-free and comfortable living in 1 or 2 bedroom apartments. Check out their Facebook page or call 785-363-2239. That's 785-363-2239.
32-17 our score here, 1 minute before halftime. Of course, keep it tuned here at halftime of this game. We'll preview what's going on over in the other gym as well as other contests coming up here the rest of the week throughout the TVL tournament, as much as our broadcast schedule can go ahead and get figured out too as well. We'll keep you in on who we'll be covering all week from Onega. Max Blasky sitting in gym with you here instead of in the studio like normal. Having a good Monday of TVL ball. Landon Schreiber, that's going to be Landon Schreiber. Yes, got the name right on that one. Strong take from the junior. He's going to get a chance for an old-fashioned three-point play as he draws the foul on Carter Olson. That's going to be the 3 now on the junior from Frankfort as he will take a seat on the bench. Ty Smith quickly back into the contest. Fred Rosecliff. Free throw up and down for Schreiber. Now 3 for 5 from the stripe in this first half. Under 60 seconds left to go. Smith will bring it across the timeline, working left to right for Frankfort. Anderson, right side, will think about a three. He's already fired up a few of those here this morning, or I guess early afternoon already. Anderson with it, trapped in the corner, taken away by Krause of Blue Valley, and the Rams will get an opportunity at the last possession. Can pull this down to a 10-point advantage or even single digits. 3 ball on the way from Braden Brockman. That's going to be an air ball. Dakota Krause offensive rebound. He misses. Brockman third opportunity, and one for the Blue Valley Rams. Braden Brockman, the 6'1 junior, just continuing to fight. Pretty sure Dakota Krause stepped out of bounds there on that offensive play, but we're not going to call that one. We'll give it back to Blue Valley, as now Brockman can cut this down to single digits here before halftime. Free throw rims out, though, and it's going to stay a 10-point advantage. Frankfort, though, can push this one up to 12 or even 13 with one last shot. Anderson across the timeline with 10. Now into the hands of Highsmith. We're going to look for a screen set up for Colvin right side. Now we're going to go look Anderson top of the key. There is Anderson top of the key with 3. He's going to fire away straight on. That one rattled home. Wes Anderson with a triple right before halftime, and the Frankfort Wildcats lead 35-22 at the end of one half. We'll take a timeout. Take a look at how that first half went. Take a look at what other games we got coming up too as well. But after one, 35-22, Frankfort leading Blue Valley.
Call Parthimer Electric at 268-0553. At Parthimer Electric, we specialize in residential and commercial electrical services and are dedicated to providing customer service that is second to none. Parthimer Electric won't leave the job until you're satisfied. Parthimer Electric is available at all hours and offers flexible services for indoor or outdoor jobs. You can visit us on the web at the Parthimer Electric Facebook site or give us a call at 268-0553. Parthimer Electric in Frankfort.
Farmers, they're the lifeblood of America. The men and women who tackle the toughest jobs to put clothes on our backs and food on our tables. They might do it quietly, but their genuine values and tireless work ethic are an inspiration to us all. Some might say farming is a thankless occupation, so that's why we're taking the time to say thanks. Farm Bureau Financial Services, protecting what matters most.
Bryce Leonard in Washington is your local agent with Farm Bureau Insurance and Farm Bureau Financial Services. Unload your unwanted or unused items and benefit local residents with disabilities through the Twin Valley Thrift Shops. Have some good used things taking up space? Drop those off anytime at the warehouse in Waterville or Twice But Nice in Beatty. For larger lots of garage sale leftovers, furniture, and the like, call to arrange pickup. Every donation sold benefits Twin Valley Services and their local residents. Learn more online at twinvalleyfriends.com or stop by the warehouse in Waterville, plus used furniture and appliances, or Twice But Nice in Beatty.
You love farming, through the good times and the bad, and you hope and pray your investments will pay off. Some of the risk factors you can control and others you cannot. That brings me to the importance of risk management. I'm Dave Savage with Blue Valley Insurance. With the right insurance plan, your farming operation will be protected against the loss affecting your crops, livestock, equipment, and property. Manage your risk with the help of Blue Valley Insurance in Lynn, Greenleaf, Hanover, and Marysville.
This is Thad Argenbright with Performance Ag in Waterville, your Pioneer dealer. Our vision at Performance Ag is to deliver to you the very best in seed genetics from Pioneer, along with the best in service, which includes on-site seed treatment, direct delivery, and tender use. Call me, Thad Argenbright, at 785-313-3064 and find out why. With Pioneer from Performance Ag, you get more than a bag of seed.
Max Blasky back with you here. Halftime of the first boys contest from the TVL tournament between Frankfort and Blue Valley. Frankfort leading this one 35-22. They jumped out to a 20-8 lead there at the end of the first quarter and never looked back. Blue Valley got it down to 10 there right before a late halftime three by Wes Anderson from straight on was good. Blue Valley had a chance to bring it down to 9, couldn't do it, as we set now at a 13-point advantage for Frankfort. Looking at scoring from that first half, first for the Wildcats, they were led by Carter Olson with 10. He had 6 in that first quarter. Wes Anderson, 9 points, all from the 3-ball. 7 points for Ty Smith, 6 points for Lane Loizo, including a big right-handed flush in the first quarter that really got this Frankfort crowd going, and 3 points, too, for Fred Rosequist there in the first quarter. Minutes for Porter Colvin, Trent Harden, and Elaine Martin-Savet. They were not able to score, though, in that first half, as all the scoring came from the starting five for the Wildcats as they lead 35-22 at half. As for Blue Valley, all starters scored in that first half, too, as well. They were led by Landon Schreiber and Braden Brockman, who had 5 points apiece. Landon had all 5 of those there in the second quarter. 4 points for Landon Sump. 2 points apiece for Dakota Cross and Trevor Clark off the bench, while Trey Sump pitched in 1 from a free throw there in the second quarter, and Reed Schreiber had himself a triple in that first quarter off the bench, too, as well. At halftime, 35-22, our score. A look at what's going on over in the other gym at halftime. The Troy boys lead Onega big going up into that one. 26-9 is that score at halftime in our other matchup. And, of course, earlier this morning, right here on KNDY, the Axtell girls were able to defeat the Washington County girls 44-22 as they will move on and face top-seeded Clifton Clyde tomorrow at 6:15. While over in the other gym, the Hanover girls held on to a victory over Onega 55-39. That will set up a state-ranked matchup tomorrow between the Frankfort Lady Wildcats and the Hanover Lady Wildcats 2-2 as well. A contest from a few weeks ago that saw Frankfort eke that one out at home. It's going to be a good one right here on KNDY 95.5. 3:15 will be that tip. And, of course, that will be our first broadcast, too, of tomorrow afternoon, as we'll have a little bit later start than we did here with this 11 a.m. get-go. Of course, not only high school basketball this weekend, but some college action, too, as well. Tomorrow afternoon, after our broadcast, KU will tangle with Oklahoma State at 8 p.m. That will be a 7:30 pregame start with Brian Haney all over on our sister station, AM 1570, FM 94.1. K-State Wildcats would be playing if it wasn't for the Marysville Bulldogs getting underway with the Thunder Classic there starting tomorrow. Bruce Dearkin will have that call. I think his boys play about 6 o'clock on that one. So no K-State basketball tomorrow. We'll try and get them back on Saturday in between all the TVL tournament action. Of course, here on 95.5, coming up here for you in just a little bit. We'll take a break after this game, come back about 3:30 for the Valley Heights boys and the Lynn boys as they tangle in the 7-10 matchup. I believe Valley Heights comes in with 3-5 on the season, while Lynn is 3-4. But at halftime of this contest, 35-22, Frankfort leading this one over Blue Valley in our 8-9 matchup of first-round action from the TVL tournament in Onega. Keep it tuned right here. A word from our sponsors before we bring you more second-half coverage of the TVL tournament.
Make every job easier with one stop at Hometown Lumber in Marysville and Axtell Lumber. For any project inside or out, if you're a professional or do-it-yourselfer, get the tools you need, including Milwaukee, DeWalt, Stanley, and more. Battery-operated tools offer the convenience and mobility with the power to get the job done quickly every time. Stocked with all the blades, bits, and accessories for your convenience as well. Check out the power tools selection today and get the work started on your schedule with Hometown Lumber in Marysville and Axtell Lumber.
Stocked with the freshest produce and always fresh meat counter, J&R Market in Frankfort is your full-service grocery. Start saving today with weekly specials. The J&R Market app makes shopping a breeze, so you're in and out and on your way. Open 7 days a week for your convenience, Monday through Friday, 7:30 a.m. until 7 p.m., Saturday 9 to 6, Sunday 9 to 5. Freshest produce, best selection, greatest value, J&R Market in Frankfort.
Generations have relied on Kinsley's of Marysville, the Padden Funeral Chapel in Frankfort, Hanover Mortuary, Ward Funeral Homes of Lynn and Washington, and Landreth Axtell Funeral Home. You can continue to rely on the professional experience that they provide and the heartfelt concern that they offer each family that they serve. Caring concern in your family's time of need.
To keep your vehicle running good and looking good, all you need is M&R Auto Parts in Frankfort. Motor oil, air filters, spark plugs, batteries, brakes, and more. M&R also has what you need for the outside of the vehicle. Wheel cleaners, glass cleaners, washes, and waxes. That's M&R Auto Parts, your CarQuest Auto Parts dealer in Frankfort.
At Kramer Oil, safety always comes first. We're here to keep your home and shop warm with reliable propane delivery, which is why with your first fill-up, we perform a complimentary leak check. Your safety is our top priority, so you can rest easy knowing we've got you covered. And we're not just about safety, we're about convenience too. Need propane when you want it at a fair price? Call or text us today at 785-562-2466. We're here to serve you.
When it comes to your health, you deserve the best. At Hanover Hospital, they are more than just a healthcare facility. They are your friends and neighbors right here in your community. Their commitment to high-quality, family-friendly care means when you're at Hanover Hospital, you're with family. They offer state-of-the-art healthcare services with certified professionals on staff 24/7, 365 days a year. Hanover Hospital, your community, your health. Visit them today for close-to-home quality healthcare.
Second half action, minutes away here in our second game of our featured week from the TVL tournament. Max Glasky with you here from Onega. First half was dominated by Frankfort 35-22. They jumped out to a very impressive 20-8 lead at the end of one quarter. Blue Valley, though, did not go away without a fight. They had it down to 10 there right before halftime. Could have got it down to single digits with a free throw, but a missed shot by Landon Schreiber, and then on the other end, Wes Anderson hit his third three of the half, put Frankfort back up 13. A rematch from early on in the year here in this one. Of course, these two teams matched up back on December 18th. Blue Valley got the better of Frankfort in that one, 49-38. Of course, Blue Valley defeated Frankfort twice last year, too, and as well in a down year for Frankfort, one in which they only had victories over Northern Heights, Doniphan West, and Washington County. But looking to get back to that state tournament like they did back in the shortened COVID season of 2020, of course, fell in that first round of the state tournament. And after that, in 2020-2021, finished the season 15-6, 15-7 2 years ago. This year off to a 4-3 start after a disappointing 3-18 year last year. Carter Olson had himself an opportunity from the short corner. He can't make it, and on the other end, Braden Brockman will make the Wildcats pay for a missed layup as he drains a three from the left corner. Here we are back at 10. Olson inside, second shot of this half, no good for Carter as he had 10 points in that first half, led the way for Frankfort. 6 all in that first quarter, ended half with 10. Frankfort looking to get this defense back going to where it was in the first half. Trey Stump off the key, now goes back into the hands of Schreiber around the horn after some good rotation. Back to the hands of Stump right side. Takes it on a pass now, throws across court to his brother Landon. Landon inside now, will cut through. Trace top of the key, inside with it. Blue Valley looking for a good shot. Now, they weren't too terribly patient in that first half. Both of these teams, though, like to push the pace, get up and down. Shots up are a key. Offensive rebound, Dakota Krause inside his second bucket of this afternoon on a missed three from Braden Brockman. No one blocked out the big 6'3" Krause down low. He made Frankfort pay as he cuts this one down to an 8-point advantage, Wildcats. Frankfort will go 4 out, 1 in. 1 in will be Lane Loizo. Anderson tries to get into the paint, kicks it out. Olsen left side. Carter will now reset it against this 2-3 defense for Blue Valley. Ty Smith right side. Cross-court pass into the hands. Carter Olsen. 3 ball. That one's going to be off the front of the rim. No good, and Blue Valley controls. So 3 straight misses now for Carter Olsen to come out of halftime, and Blue Valley will look to cut into this lead even more. 35-27, our score. Just started third quarter action. Winner of this game will go on to face the top-seeded Clifton Clyde Eagles. As what a year that they are having, not only boys but girls too, as well as both boys and girls are the top seed here at the TVL tournament. Krause, another one up and under, was on the left side, kind of flung that one over his head, and head coach Adam Schreiner wants a timeout as Frankfort has seen this lead diminish down to 6. We'll take a timeout. TVL basketball continues here on KNDY after this.
Bremen Farmers Mutual Insurance, providing high-quality coverage and service, all at a competitive premium cost.
Since 1888, Bremen Farmers Mutual has offered homeowner, farm owner, business owner, fire, and inland marine coverage. Dependable and affordable. See your local agent representing Bremen Farmers Mutual Insurance. Learn more about the various insurance products offered by going online at bfmic.com.
Coolman Implement and Hardware is your AGCO Alice, White, Hesting, Leaner, and Gel dealer with personalized care since 1935. See Coolman Implement and Hardware for farm equipment, electrical and plumbing supplies, parts, sales, and service. Your AGCO Alice, White, Hesting, Leaner, and Gel dealer is Coolman Implement and Hardware in Lynn, Kansas.
A tale of two halves for this Frankfort Wildcats boys team. They're at 20-8 at the end of one. Could not miss a shot as all starters scored in that first quarter, but here to start the second half, flat. 2 turnovers, no points scored for Frankfort. On the other end, Blue Valley has answered with 4 points from Dakota Krause, who was held to 2 in that first half, and a 3-pointer by Braden Brockman has this 13-point advantage at half, now all of a sudden down to 6. 3 ball on the way from Loizo. He can't hit from deep, and Frankfort continues this cold streak to start off the second half. One and done was Frankfort. That first half, this team, not a whole lot of offensive rebounding. It's going to be a guard-oriented team under head coach Adam Schreiner, turnover Blue Valley. So not a lot of big post presence to get in you and get those offensive boards. So a lot of times this Frankfort team will look to use their athleticism. They like to get out and run in transition. Even not in transition, they'll look to push. Carter Olson will force the issue, split a double team. It's going to go off the hands of a Blue Valley player. Probably should have been off Frankfort. I don't know, maybe Landon Shriver stuck that hand out there. Olson will take a seat on the bench. Porter Colvin back into the contest. Good minutes from the sophomore. No scoring in that first half, but some good defensive possession. Inside, Lane Loiza, one dribble, middle of the floor, left corner, backed out to Ty Smith. Ty Smith trapped along the baseline. Tough trap, and a foul will be the call. As head coach for Blue Valley, Blake Franz, gives his players some well-needed advice. Keep those hands out of the cookie jars. Foul will go against 24. That will go on Hayes Hall, the 6'1 sophomore, into the contest. And Frankfort gets themselves a bucket. That's going to be Wes Anderson with his first 2 here of the second half. As Frankfort finally gets a 2-point bucket to drop down in this third quarter. Back the other way, though, Landon Schreiber is just going to bully his way to the basket, puts Anderson on his back, turns around for the little 2-foot shot from the right block. Inside, Rosecliffe is going to work against Krause the other way. Fred Rosecliffe, nice bucket for the sophomore. 3 points for him in the first half. First one here in the third, all the way to the lane. Pretty move, Braden Brockman. Have yourself a second half. He split 3 defenders on the way to a nice little fingertip layup from the right side. Anderson 3. That one's halfway down and out. No good. Landon Schreiber comes away with that defensive board. Schreiber will keep Colvin on his back all the way down the court, back into the hands now of Hall. Around the horn it goes, top of the key, Stump with it. 3 from Brock, no good. And a defensive foul down low on Frankfort, having trouble blocking out Dakota Cross. Is this Frankfort defense? Foul will go against, I believe, Fred Rosecliffe. So that's going to be his first personal foul. Lane Loizo will check out now with Filet Martin Savet into the contest. Top of the key, Schreiber with it. Now swings it near side into the hands of Brockman. Brockman swings back out now, top Schreiber against this 2-3 zone for Frankfort. Ty Smith pokes that one away. Good defense there by Smith as he stays in possession for Frankfort, but it's going to be a backcourt violation as Smith threw it from the Frankfort bench back to the other side. So now back to Blue Valley. And it has been a tight third quarter, 39-33, still 6-point advantage, though, for these Frankfort Wildcats. 3:13 left to play here before the last 8 minutes of our first boys game from the TVL tournament this morning. Inside Krause, a little one-handed shot from 12 foot away. That one won't find the bottom of the backboard. Anderson pulls down the board, pushes it, and turnover Frankfort as Wes Anderson pushes that one a little bit too fast into the hands of Ty Smith, and right back to the defensive side will go these Wildcats. Schreiber with it, swings it back into the hands of Hall. Hayes Hall now with it. Right side for Blue Valley. Schreiber, Krause down low, right block. Krause over that right shoulder, up and down. Dakota Krause having himself a third quarter here. 2 points in that first half, 6 here in this quarter, all from about point-blank range. Colvin having trouble with it against Trey Stump right side. Ty Smith's going to fire the 3 left corner. Halfway down and out, but offensive rebound pulled down away. Martin Survey. Good offense there. Saves Frankfort a possession, and Smith draws a foul. Hayes Hall will pick up his second personal foul as Frankfort will keep the possession in the second half. Substitution now, Landon Sump will check out Hall. Back into the contest, Reed Schreiber now out for Trey Sump. So those Sump brothers out for the Rams. Schreiber, 3 points off the bench, had his first 3 of the night, and then let go of 3 more. Couldn't find the mark. 3 seconds? No, a push foul is going to be the call inside. Dakota Krause and Fred Rosequist going at it. Krause is going to pick up now his third personal, so something to keep an eye on here as this game goes on. Actually, that's only his second, so we'll mark that in our score sheet. Frankfort with it underneath their own basket, leading 39-35. 2:24 is the score. Anderson's going to fire up a 3 from the left wing. No good offensive rebound, though. Porter Colvin, big minutes for the sophomore here. Anderson, how do you get that one to go? How do you do, sir? A nice little daisy duke from the left-handed side of the rim. Scoop layup down for the sophomore. Frankfort back now to pressing out top, and Colvin will pick up a personal foul. Last possession, though, made by Colvin, though, really fought for that offensive rebound. Got the Wildcats an extra possession, turned it into an extra 2 points as Wes Anderson hit the nice layup. 6-point game all of a sudden. Frankfort led 20-8 at the end of one quarter. Here we are with 2 minutes left in the third quarter, 41-35 the score. Brockman up and down, and too easy for Braden Brockman. 7 points for him here in this quarter, and now 12 to his name in the contest as he is just getting right to the rim. The lengthy 6'1" junior, smooth as silk when he gets in close to that rim and making the Frankfort Wildcats defense pay. Around the horn, Porter Colvin will look to work against Schreiber. Now top of the key, Rosequist. Anderson will step into a 3 right side. That one's passed, and a foul. Wes Anderson, keep on shooting, young man. His first 30-pointer of this third quarter, 4th of the game, and the sophomore will go to the line for a chance at a 4-point play. All else breakdowns. This point guard has earned the trust of first-year head coach Adam Schreiner. If you get a chance to watch these Wildcats play, he'll look at Coach, and Coach will look at him, get something set up. That one, just a simple screen and roll on the left side, steps into a 3, and a good shooter that led this team in scoring last year as a freshman will step into it without any problem. Can't do the old-fashioned 4-point play. Landon Schreiber put him in the spin cycle on the other end. 2-point bucket his way, now with 9 in the contest. Frankfort quickly the other way. Krause blocks it, but saved by Blue Valley. That's going to be Landon Stump getting it, but he steps out of bounds after a little push there from Survey. It'll stay with Frankfort underneath their own basket. Still that 4.5-point margin, 44-39 our score. Top of the key, Loizo with it. Now off to Smith, left corner. Will send it up over the head of Leibarger, top of the key. Porter Colvin will cut through. Anderson, left side, will get a screen from Survey. Anderson tries to sneak his way into it. Krause will switch on to him. Now top of the key into the hands of Loizo. And an illegal screen, I think, is going to be the call from the opposite end of the court. That's going to be Ty Smith picking up his first personal foul. Third now for Frankfort in this quarter as we go under 50 seconds here left to play in this third. Full court pressure now for Frankfort. Kind of a 1-2-1-1 matchup press. Cross-court pass is going to go into the hands of Stump. Stump right side against Survey. Blocked, but a foul will be the call. Landon Stump took it right out of Lay Martin Survey. 6'1" going against 6'1". There was a lot of ball up top, but it had some body down below. And so now Sump will go to the line for 2 free throws. That foul on Survey will be his second, will be the 4th personal now for Frankfort as Sump calmly knocks down his first personal foul. Reminder for you, coming up here this afternoon about 3:30, we'll get back on a broadcast with the Lynn boys and the Valley Heights boys as they get their first round of TVL action underway. We'll be done here after this one. Of course, keep it tuned in, though, all day to KNDYradio.com. If you're looking for some tunes, too, switch on over to our sister station, AM 1570, FM 94.1. We'll have all the classic country all day and all week going on while we have these games going on from Onega. Under 30 left to play here in the third. Anderson, top of the key, will set it up for the Wildcats, having himself a nice little third quarter with unofficially 8 points. Porter Colvin, left side, going against Stump. Has to swing it back out. Frankfort will go 4 out, 1 in, screening play. Anderson, left side, looks to step into a 3, now gets it off to Survey. Up and down! Ole Martin Survey with a bucket and the harm. Beautifully ran pick and roll there between Wes Anderson and Ole Martin Survey as the senior exchange student puts it in for his first bucket here of this contest. And substitutions coming out. Trent Harden back, Fred Rosequist in. Out will come Lane Loizo and Porter Colvin. First bench points, too, for Frankfort in this one. It's been all starters from the get-go. Free throw is going to be good. 3-point play there for today as he pushes his lead back up to 5. Bringing it across the timeline will be Brockman. Brockman gets to the lane. Shot up from Stump. No good. And we go into the fourth quarter with Frankfort leading 47-41.
71 degrees all the way.
73 degrees, please.
When it comes to keeping your home warm this winter, what's your perfect degree of comfort? We'll help you find it with a new Rheem heating system that'll keep you warm, save on energy costs, and may qualify for utility rebates and tax credits. So enjoy a new degree of comfort this winter.
72 degrees and I'm in heaven.
Get professional service and all brands of equipment. Call B&W Electric in Hanover, your local Rheem contractor, at 785-337-2598 today.
Duzine Enterprises has been laying floors all over our area since 1962. That's miles and miles of carpet, laminate, tile, hardwood, and vinyl. And they are so good at it that their schedule is filling up fast. So while good things come to those who wait, if you have a remodel or a new construction project in your near future, you should probably get on their schedule today. So call 785-325-2379. That's 785-325-2379. Duzine Enterprises in Washington. Why would you go anywhere else? Financing available.
Blue Valley outscores Frankfort 19-12 in that third quarter. They still trail, though, by 6, but it's not the lead that Frankfort had early on in this one. 47-41 our scores. We start the final 8 minutes of this first round TVL tournament. Winner will go on to match up against the number 1 seeded Clifton Clyde Eagles in a matchup tomorrow. Brockman, right wing, throws it off the bottom of the backboard. Anderson's going to look out and run. 3-on-3 break. Anderson all the way down the middle of the court, up and down for Wes Anderson. He continues his hot night, had himself 7 points unofficially there in that third quarter. Now 18 for the game for the sophomore point guard for the Wildcats. Krause has trouble with it inside. Back to Frankfort. A big defensive stop there for the Wildcats. This will be our last broadcast of the morning-ish, I guess, for you. We'll be back on here early afternoon, about 3:30 for the Lynn boys and the Valley Heights boys. Coming up next, it's going to be the Lynn girls and the Troy girls. We're going to get ourselves just a little bit of a break before we come back with another broadcast later today. And, of course, 3 more coming up tomorrow as well. Top of the key, Fred Rosequist will set it back up for the Wildcats. Wes Anderson, left block, kicks it out. Rosequist 3 from straight on. That one's going to be off the right rim. Offensive rebound fought for between Olsen and Stump, and it will go back now towards the Rams. Landon Stump will take a seat on the bench. Back into the contest, Hayes Hall. Krause will take it. Bergman all the way to the rim, up and down. Braden Brockman had himself 7 points in that third quarter, continues that here in the fourth. 14 points now on the game. Shot on the other end from Olsen is going to be a miss. Frankfort goes empty on that possession, and Blue Valley looks to get back even closer. Free ball from Brockman. That's going to be off the rim. No good. Good defensive rebound down low. Fred Rosecliffe blocking out Dakota Krause. That might be a big defensive board when we look at this game later. Stolen away, though, by Schreiber. Landon Schreiber gets his hand in there, pokes it away from Lane Loizo down on the low post. I think the official call will stay with Frankfort ball, and yes, it will. 6 minutes here to go. Fourth quarter action, 49-43 our score. Frankfort led 20-8 at the end of one quarter, but this Blue Valley team has not given up. These two teams have already met once this year. Blue Valley was victorious at home over Frankfort, 49-38, so Frankfort already scoring more points in that one and this one than they did there. Anderson's going to fire away a three, quick shot, no good. Offensive rebound, Rosecliffe inside, up and one to Fred Rosecliffe. Frankfort crowd happy over here on this side as the sophomore will get an opportunity now from the line. Foul will go against Dakota Cross, and now his third personal foul. Free throw is going to be up and missing there for Rosecliffe. 1 for 2 now from the line. 7 points for the sophomore so far here today. Inside, Schreiber can't get that little short bunny to drop down. Landon Schreiber empty on that trip. Quickly the other way. Rosecliffe inside, up and over a shoulder, no good. Defensive rebound pulled down now by Brockman. Brockman will push it across the guideline for the Rams. The sharpshooter can get to the rim when he needs to, too. Landon Schreiber around the horn to Hayes in the corner. Still 2-3 defense for Frankfort. Around the horn, Brockman left side. Left wing guarded tightly now by Olsen. Top of the key, Landon Schreiber. Frankfort crowd getting into it. Good job by the girls making the trip up here. Of course, they face off against Hanover tomorrow at 3:15. Their yelling can't stop the Blue Valley offense, though, as Dakota Krause gets himself a bucket. Inside at the other end, Loizo is empty on that possession, and back comes Blue Valley. Free ball on the way from Brockman, left corner, splash money. Free ball from Braden Brockman, the 6'1 junior, pulls Blue Valley to within 3, and we have a timeout. We'll take it with them, 51-48, our score.
Where do you turn when the unexpected happens? You may wonder what's next. Who do I call? What should I do? We at Christy Anders and Anders Fifely Funeral Homes are here to assist by providing support and personal services while helping create a beautiful and unique tribute for your loved one. We're proud to offer affordable, personalized packages to fit any budget. You can find us online at apfunerals.com or visit us in Waterville at Christy Anders Funeral Home or in Riley at Anders Fifely Funeral Home.
Earning and keeping your business is the top priority at Old D Tractor Repair in Lynn. Their professionally trained technicians have a tremendous amount of experience with all types of farm equipment. They service all brands of tractors, combines, and forage equipment, especially John Deere. They work on diesel truck engines, clutches, transmissions, differentials, and brakes. Call Oldie Tractor Repair of Lynn, Kansas, serving area farmers for over 26 years.
51-48. Frankfort leading this one by 3 points, as much as 13 at half. The Blue Valley has continued their tough action on the defensive end, really caused Frankfort to go quiet here in the second half. The Wildcats have not got the runouts they did in that first quarter. Olsen will take it all the way to the rim. He's going to try and dump it off the Rosecliffe late. It's going to end up being a turnover off the Wildcats. As substitutions now, Rosecliffe and Olsen will go to the bench. Olay Martin Savet and Porter Colvin back into the contest. Chance for Blue Valley either to tie or go down by 1. The pass taken away by Olay Martin Savet. Good job by the senior in his deep position there at the back end of that press. And a travel on Frankfort. Lane Loizo got it down on that block, just tried to put that shoulder down into the chest of Landon Schreiber. He couldn't do it. Turnover Frankfort is now back to Blue Valley. It goes. Full court pressure still here by the Wildcats. Scary pass there as Brockman gets it off to Schreiber. Now underneath, Trey Stump will pull it back out, set it up into the hands of Trevor Clark. Left block. Brockman thought about a three, now swings it around top of the key. Inside Schreiber, nice little floater from 3 feet away. Shot up, no good. Defensive rebound. Skying for it. There was Lane Loizo. Porter Colvin the other way now. Tipped away, taken away by Blue Valley. A run out, stink back over to Brockman. Brockman's got a 2-on-1. He's still going to push it off the rim and to the line for 2 free throws. Will go Brockman. Scary possession here for Blue Valley as they nearly turned it over right in front of the scorer's table, right where we sit. And at the end of it, Braden Brockman will be at the line for 2 free throws. Dakota Kraus back into the contest for Trevor Clark. 6'3" senior in for the 6'2" junior. Brockman's second free throw will be a miss. Defensive rebound pulled down Loizo, and Brockman splits the pair. 2-point game. Frankfort leading this one with the ball and time on their side. 3:34 left to play before the end of this one. Ty Smith top of the key, runs a pick and roll with Lane Loizo. Now troubled, hounded tightly by Hayes Hall, the lengthy 6'1" sophomore out there defensively. Anderson into the lane, tries to force it up, can't. Brockman pulls down the defensive board, then away. Martin Savé steals it away from Braden Brockman, and head coach Adam Schreiner wants himself a timeout, and he'll get it. We'll take it with him. 30-second timeout. Frankfort leading 53-49.
At the beginning of every crop year, you get only one chance to get it right. Start your season off with a seed you can trust. Plant DeKalb Asgrow. They have a full range of products that have proven themselves year after year. Parker Seed can provide the right seed for your environmental conditions. There's no room for error. Call Parker Seed to start your season off right. When you call Todd Parker, he'll put his knowledge and experience to work to help you make the right choices. Call today, 562-6687. That's 562-6687.
Boy, a tight one here in the first boys contest of this TVL tournament. 53-49. Frankfort leading this one. The Wildcats were up 20-8 at the end of one quarter. They were leading 35-22 at halftime, but a 19-point third quarter for Blue Valley helped pull them to within 6 at the end of 3, and here we are within 4. Top of the key, Brockman will fire up from straight on. That's going to be long. Defensive rebound. Ole Martin Savé coming up with some big minutes here for head coach Adam Schreiner and his team. Wes Anderson's going to push it, gets it to Savé, top of the key. He's going to kick out Carter Olson, right corner. Going to run some clock here with 2:30 left. Inside, kicks it out, Lane Loizo. Loizo gets into the lane. Nice little jump stop. Kicks it out to Anderson, left corner. Fires the three away with a hand in his face. No good. Schreiber will pull down the board, and a foul will be called on Ole Martin Savé. That's going to be his third personal. But the senior coming up with some big moments here. 5 points off the bench, a couple steals, a big rebound here there moments ago, trying to lead this Frankfort Wildcats team to victory. Trey Stump wide open, down right side, inside to Kraus. Wide open underneath the basket was Dakota Kraus. Couldn't get any closer if he wanted to, and all of a sudden it's a 2-point game with 2:22 left to play here in this fourth quarter. Lane Loizo out top to Savé. Right side, Anderson's going to go to look to work. Already in double digits is the sophomore. Away, Martin Savé with his second bucket here in this quarter. 7 points for the senior. Big buckets for the Wildcats as they push this one back up to 4. Top of the key into the hands of Hayes. Inside, stolen away by Wes Anderson. Anderson will look to push. Puts him in a spin move. Doesn't have numbers. Pulls it back out. Now top of the key taken away by Stump. Trey Stump's going to have a run out. Just got to put this one up and down as Blue Valley read that one perfectly. Wes Anderson got caught here near side. Was going to flip it around top of the key to Olson. Stump read that pass like a book, took it away for the other two, and back to a 2-point advantage Frankfort. Savé top of the key. Ty Smith right side. Now into the hands of I believe that's going to be Olsen. Now left side, Anderson into the lane. He's going to draw a lot of contact. Charge on Wes Anderson. Dakota Kraus stepping up and drawing a big personal foul on the sophomore who got a little bit too deep there into the lane. And that will cost Frankfort a possession and go back now over to Blue Valley. Rosequist will come in for Survey. Big minutes there for the senior. 2-point advantage, Frankfort on the defensive end. Across the timeline will come Brockman. Brockman gets it in the hands of Stump, right side. Now around the horn it goes. Brockman back in it, left side. He's trying to get into the lane. Gets in there, up and under from the hip. No good. And defensive rebound pulled down by Lane Loizo. Blaine Brockman, if he would have made that one, had himself a heck of a fourth quarter, as he is about as slithered as a snake when he gets to that right out front. Olsen with it out top, now off to the hands of Anderson. Anderson, right side, gets a screen and roll from Rosequist. Anderson into the lane, up and no good on the shot. The 2 free throws upcoming now for Wes Anderson and this Frankfort Wildcats team. Foul will go against Dakota Kraus, his 4th personal. 2 dribbles by Anderson, right-handed free throws up and good. Smooth shooting for Wes Anderson, especially here in the second half. He had 7 points in that third quarter. That's only his 3rd here in the 4th, but that's going to give him 19. Second free throw now for 20. Free throw up. Free throw is smooth. 20 points for Wes Anderson unofficially as the sophomore looks to lead this Frankfort team to a first-round victory over Blue Valley. Pass taken away, stolen almost by Frankfort. Now it's officially taken away by Anderson. 34 seconds left. Anderson has it 90 feet away from the basket, and they're going to have to foul. Big defensive possession there for Frankfort. Trey Sump had himself a shot out of basket underneath the goal. Couldn't quite get that one to fall down, and Frankfort will now have possession. 3 team fouls now for Blue Valley, so 2 more until free throws upcoming for the Wildcats. They're going to try and get it to Anderson. They get it actually to Ty Smith, and Smith is going to be bumped by Hayes Hall. So the sophomore picks up his 3rd. Blue Valley looking to make this a comeback. Rams trailed 20-8 at the end of one quarter, trailed 35-22 at halftime. Here we are in a 4-point contest with 29 seconds left to go. Yep, there's Anderson. There's the foul, and Wes Anderson will step to the line now for 2 free throws. 20 points unofficially for sophomore Wes Anderson on the morning. Early afternoon contest. Had 1 bucket there in the third quarter. Pretty sure it went to him, and we gave it to him. He'll step up now for a 1 or 2 shot free throw. Announcer's jinx, I guess, worked because he missed the first free throw. So still a 4-point possession. 27 seconds left. Sophomore Wes Anderson at the line. Second free throw up, and that one's clean. You're going to have a substitution to go to Kraus back into the game. Of course, winner of this contest will go on to face the number 1 seeded Clifton Clyde Eagles tomorrow at, I think it's 7:30. 7:45 will be the game time. Across the timeline comes Brockman. Blue Valley's got to work fast. Brockman steps into a 3 straight away. Cans that one for Braden Brockman. Have yourself a quarter young man already with 9 points here in the 4th, 16 in the second half as Blue Valley takes the timeout, trailing by 2. We're going to keep it right here as there's 18 seconds left. 30-second timeout for Blue Valley. 58-56 our score. Unofficially now, 16 points for Braden Brockman in the second half for Blue Valley. He has 21 for the game unofficially, while on the other side, Wes Anderson unofficially with 21 himself too as well. A rematch from earlier in the year. Blue Valley was victorious on that one, 49-38. Frankfortville has had the calling of the Rams over the last couple years. 12-5 over Blue Valley over the last 10 years. Frankfort looking to make it 13-5. Winner will go on, advance in the TVL tournament. Loser will drop down to the consolation bracket. Everyone's guarding Anderson. Yep, we're going to throw it in. Ty Smith's got himself a run out. That's going to be a foul committed by Schreiber, and I think that's going to be an intentional. Just a common foul there by Landon Schreiber. Ty Smith got himself wide open. Every eye was on Wes Anderson, number 4 for Frankfort, and rightfully so, has led this team in scoring today. Smith, no good from the line. 7 points for the junior. Before that one was 3 for 5 from the line. Now 3 for 6, 30%. Still a 2-point contest, 58-56. Three shot, no good. No good on the second free throw by Smith, and Blue Valley wants a timeout. This one we will take with them, as Blue Valley has a chance to either tie or take the lead when we come back.
See Andy Bruna at Andy's Hardware and Lumber in Hanover for a full line of your everyday hardware needs and all the building supplies you'll need to get the job done right. Just about anything you might need around the farm or home is found at Andy's, and always fast, friendly service when you need it. It just makes good sense to shop at Andy's Hardware and Lumber in Hanover, Kansas, a proud Wildcat booster. That's Andy's Hardware and Lumber in Hanover.
Since 1976, Olmsted Real Estate and Auctions has been your farm and home marketing team. Let the experienced family team of Tom and Rob Olmsted and brother-in-law Tom Kirkland guide you when buying or selling a home or farmland. Delivering timely, honest, and professional guidance, visit olmstedrealestate.com to view current listings and auctions. Your farm and home marketing team is Olmsted Real Estate and Auctions.
Sold 300. That's buyer 5-2.
Titan Trailer Manufacturing of Waterville offers a full line of horse and livestock trailers, flatbed trailers, utility trailers, dump trailers, stock trailers, cargo trailers, and custom trailers. Are you sensing a theme here? Trailers. If you need it, they have it. Not only do they have it, Titan Trailers are a higher standard of quality manufactured in Waterville. You're pulling the best with a Titan Trailer. Log on to TitanTrailer.com and find a dealer near you and see for yourself.
So foul was committed. Ty Smith of Frankfort will pick up now his third personal foul. Trace Stump at the line. Barely any time ran off the clock. Just about 3 seconds as we now set at 5. Head coach Adam Schreiner is going to want to take a timeout. We're going to keep it, though, right here as we have a little bit of extended break. Word from our sponsors there right before it. So keeping it here. Paint the picture for you. 5.2 seconds left to go. Blue Valley trailing 58-57. Frankfort led 20-8 at the end of quarter 1. They led 35-22 at the end of the first half. It was 47-41 at the end of 3, and Blue Valley has willed their way into a possible win here in the first round of the TVL tournament, a rematch from earlier this year, one in which Blue Valley was victorious by 11 over this Frankfort Wildcats team that has already surpassed their win total from last year. But when we come out of this timeout, it will be Trey Sump at the line for one free throw to tie this game. He is 2 for 3 from the line. Only 5 points in this contest. 5.2 seconds left to go. Even if he makes it, Frankfort will have one shot for the win. Wes Anderson, 20-plus points in this one. Blaine Brockman, 20-plus for Blue Valley. Big free throw now for Sump. Free throw is going to miss. No good. Foul is going to be called on Dakota Krause of Blue Valley on the offensive rebound. Heck of a box out by Fred Rosequist down below is going to force Rosequist to the line. Krause is now fouled out for Blue Valley. 12 points for the senior here in his last TVL tournament appearance, first round action. The sharpshooter, Reed Schreiber, will check into the game, and it will be actually Lane Loizo at the line for 2 free throws. Loizo, first free throw so far here tonight. High arcing one, off, no good. Still a 2-point possession, 4.2 seconds left. Loizo 6 points in the first half, scoreless here in the second. Big free throw now for the junior. Up and off the rim, no good. Blue Valley will have a chance. Brockman brings it across the timeline. 2 seconds from half court. Off, no good. And Frankfort survives this one, 58-57 on a heck of a gutsy comeback try by these Blue Valley Rams. A team that last year rode a hot streak all the way into TVL Tournament Championship, but Blue Valley cuts their hopes short here this year as a first-round exit for the Rams will be the ending call as Frankfort sneaks out of this first-round victory with a 1-point win, 58-57, as the 9-seeded Wildcats defeat the 8-seeded Blue Valley Rams. We'll take a timeout, bring you wrap-ups from this contest as well as a preview of our rest of our day's action coming at you from the TVL tournament here in Onega.
For the best of care close to home, visit the Washington County Hospital and Family Medicine of Washington County. Their team of professionals work together to provide every member of your family in every stage of life with medical care. From routine checkups to diagnostic services, visiting outpatient specialists, obstetrics, major and minor surgical procedures, and an emergency room that is always staffed by physicians, you'll find the best of care right here in Washington County. Call 785-325-2211 for your appointment today.
Ricky's Cafe in Hanover ain't just good, it's home. From their daily specials to a full menu, choose your favorite served fresh, hot, and fast. Your family when you stop at Ricky's Cafe, and you're welcome anytime. Enjoy the delicious menu choices, and of course, when you're hosting an event, bring Ricky's Catering along. With a variety of options available, always at affordable prices. Call for your next engagement and count on Ricky's Cafe at Hanover.
Just like our area athletes work each day in practice to perform at their best in the big game, the staff at Bruna Implement Company, your local Case IH dealer, work daily to provide the best parts and service experience when you need it most. Bruna Implement Company has been family-owned for 3 generations. We know what it takes to be successful as your area Case IH dealer. For the best in farming equipment with the service to back it, there is only one. Bruna Implement Company, since 1947.
Friendly, personalized service to meet your banking needs. That's the standard at First National Bank, Frankfort.
My community bank has responded to the changes needed to keep my money safe and secure. They've switched to cards with the latest technology, which is safer and more secure than before. My community bank provides safety and security while staying on top of the latest banking trends.
Let First National Bank's brand of banking be responsive to your needs. First National Bank, Frankfort, proud to be your community bank. Member FDIC.
Wait, Santa is done, my friends. After Santa's hard work comes the new Wi-Fi hungry connected gadgets. Make sure your router is capable and ready. Let Blue Valley help you kick off the new year on the right foot and upgrade your Wi-Fi experience. Get 2 months free worry-free Wi-Fi and free installation from Blue Valley Technologies. For more details, visit bluevalley.net/promo.
A nail-biter in our first boys game of the afternoon. 58-57 was the final scores. The number 9-seeded Frankfort Wildcats advanced to face the number 1-seeded Clifton Clyde Eagles tomorrow. Blue Valley 8-seed falls in this one. Scoring totals from the contest. Frankfort jumped out to a 20-8 lead at the end of the first quarter. It was 35-22, at half. And that's when Blue Valley decided to turn it on. 19 points in the third quarter for the Rams, 16 in the fourth quarter, but it wasn't enough. Blue Valley had a shot at the very end as Trace Sump at the line for 2 free throws with a few seconds left and a chance to tie it up, missed the back half of a 2-shot attempt. And free throws on the other end for Frankfort gave these Wildcats a victory, a redemption victory, too, as well, as Blue Valley had already defeated Frankfort once this season. Scoring totals from this game, unofficially, Wes Anderson led the way with 21 points. He had 11 of those here in the second half. 10 points for Carter Olson, 7 points for Ty Smith and Fred Rosequist, 6 points for Lane Loizo as all starters scored for Frankfort, and they were the only ones that scored too in that first half. But some big minutes off the bench for Alay Martin-Savay. 7 points, all 7 in the second half. Some big steals and some big rebounds too as well late in that one. As for Blue Valley, they were led by Braden Brockman with 21. He had 16 of those in the second half. Senior Dakota Krause had 12, fouled out in the fourth quarter. 9 points for Landon Schreiber, 6 points for Landon Sump, 4 points for Trace Sump, and off the bench, Reed Schreiber with 3 and 2 points for Trevor Clark. We're going to take one more timeout, try and get you news here before the top of the hour as we continue TVL coverage from Onega.
Circle P Processing of Waterville has processing openings available now. Their mission is to not only provide the professional meat processing their customers expect, but ensure timely and transparent service and prices. Be assured that when you bring your meat to Circle P, you are getting exactly what you brought in. Always remaining local and loyal to their customers. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and Saturday, 8 to noon. Be sure to visit their website, circlepprocessing.com, for pricing and ordering information.
Begin your new year with a new career at Landall in Marysville. Currently accepting applications for experienced assemblers, welders, painters, and a net developer. You cannot beat the benefits Landall offers. Wages start at $16 up to $21.20 per hour, with a $2 an hour shift differential for second and third shift. 4% attendance bonus, promotions, raises, all-inclusive medical plan, paid time off and paid holidays, weekly paychecks, and more. Apply online and learn more at landall.com or call 785-562-5381 for more information. Landall Company is an equal opportunity employer.
What is shining like that?
Oh, it's just my teeth.
Whoa, how'd you get them so white?
It's easy. I go to Gray Family Dental. They've been serving Northeast Kansas for over 19 years and have locations in Marysville, Blue Rapids, and Frankfort. With all that experience, they really know what they're doing.
Really? They sound amazing.
They sure are. Remember, if you want the whitest teeth in the business from a local employer who supports your schools and community, go to Gray Family Dental. Schedule your appointment by calling 562-5323 today.
B&D Buildings of Axtell specializes in post-frame buildings. Give them a call for stud-frame buildings with complete concrete and electrical work included. It's one call to get the job done. B&D Buildings, specializing in post-frame building construction, plus repairs and more. Always free estimates. Give them a call. B&D Buildings of Axtell, 785-294-0147. B&D Buildings at 785-294-0147.
Third round of games getting underway here from Onega as Troy and Lynn girls warm up in front of us. We're going to take a break. They'll come back about 3:30 with the Lynn boys and the Valley Heights boys in that contest. So that's going to be a matchup of 10 and 7 seeds as Valley Heights comes into that one 3-5 on the year, 2-2 in league play, while Lynn will be 3-4, 0-3 in league play here early on. Of course, Frankfort just sneaked past Blue Valley 58-57 in the boys bracket. They will move on to play the top-seeded Clifton Clyde Eagles tomorrow at 6:15. Over in the other gym, Troy defeated Onega in boys action. That was the 5-seeded Troy Trojans over the 12-seeded Onega Buffaloes. They will face the 4-seeded Axtell Eagles tomorrow at 4:45. As for girls action here early on into day, the Axtell girls were victorious over Washington County 44-22, while Hanover girls handled Onega. That'll set up a matchup tomorrow between Hanover and Frankfort at 3:15. The call right here on KNDY FM 95.5. As well, on the other side, the Axtell Lady Eagles will take on the Clifton Clyde Lady Eagles tomorrow at 6:15 later on in the afternoon. Of course, our coverage will begin with that Hanover and Frankfort game at 3:15 here from Onega. We're going to take a timeout here for the middle of the afternoon, but don't go anywhere as we'll be back about 3:30 for the Valley Heights boys, and the Lynn boys will round out our first day here at the TVL tournament from Onega. So for now, this has been Max Blasky with you on the call this morning. Everyone, catch your breath, take a break, stay warm, stay safe out there, and we will see you here from Onega about 3:30.
KNDY.